Okay, girls, I'm gonna go over the 6-2 rotation with you all for when we have serve. So this is when we're in service. The purple pieces are our setters and right side. The setter will always be indicated with the black star. Our red pieces is our middle and libero. The libero will be indicated with the black star. And our outside hitters are the blue pieces. Now, when we have serve in rotation 1, the setter will be serving the ball first. Okay? So, the setter will come behind the service line with the ball. Outside hitter will pull up to the net. They will all clump together. We want our middle closest to the net, our outside second closest, and our right side third closest, but still staying in order. Once the ball has left the hands of our player and made it to the other side of the net, everybody will go to base. So right side will come over to right side at the net. Outside will go over to outside. The libero will go up to the tee. Our setter will go up to the tee, and our outside hitter in the bat will go to middle bat to cover deep balls. That is rotation 1. Now let's go back to base and rotate. Now we're in rotation 2. Here's our setter and right side. Our front row outside hitter is now just made it back row opposite, and our middle and libero are opposite. Now when we have serve, same thing. Our serve is going to pull back behind the service line to serve, and our front row is going to clump together. So the middle hitter is going to stay on her side, but get up closest to the net as possible. Right side hitter is going to pull back the farthest. Outside hitter is just going to pull over, staying on their side, hands up. Once the ball has left the server's hand and made it over to the other side of the net, everybody will switch. The right side will switch with the middle and come up to the net for base. Outside will just shuffle over, stand along the net, and the middle will just take a shuffle over in the middle of the net. For front row base, back row, our setter will come all the way over to the tee, get in base. Our libero is already here, so they'll stay at the tee in base. Our setter will come over to right back in base, and our outside hitter will serve the ball and then shift directly immediately to middle bat in base. Now let's get back in rotation 2. Now let's rotate to rotation 3. Now that we're in rotation 3, you can see that our setter is in her last rotation, being in the back row, and our right side is up here in position 2. Our outside hitters are opposite from each other, and now as you can see, there is no black star on a red piece on the court because our middle hitter is now back row getting ready to serve, which means our libero piece had to come off the court and allow our other middle to come in to play front row. So now we're in rotation 3. So we're going to go to rotation 3, serve. The middle hitter is going to come off the court with the ball to serve. Our right side is going to clump together. Our whole front row is going to clump together, but our middle is going to come up closest to the net as possible. Our outside hitter is going to take a step back behind our middle, and our right side hitter is just going to take another step back. It's going to be like that. Once the ball leaves the hands and goes over the net, our right side hitter is just going to shift back over to the net. Outside and middle is going to switch. Hands up at the net. Now, back row. Our setter is going to come all the way over to right back to the tee. Our outside hitter is already in the middle, just going to pull back. And our middle hitter is going to serve and then immediately get up left back at the tee for defense. Now let's go back to base. We'll go back to rotation 3. Now let's rotate to rotation 4. Now we're in rotation 4. As you can see, our libero is back on the court. That is because in order for us to have rotated, we would have had to lose the point and then gain the point back. Meaning that once we lose the point, the middle then comes off and switches back in, and the libero switches back in to play defense. We also notice in rotation 4 that our setter is no longer in the back row. Our setter is now in the front row, meaning that our setters switch. The old setter now becomes a right side hitter. So we're going to flip her over. And our right side hitter now becomes the setter. And this rotation 4 may also look a lot similar to rotation 1 because rotation 4, 5, and 6 are the exact same as rotation 1, 2, and 3. So this is a 6-2 rotation for serve. Please learn it.